Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to talk about how to spend your money wisely. So guys, most people are idiots with their money, plain out. And you guys know the stat, I mention it almost in every video. 70% of people live paycheck to paycheck. The average person has less than $1,000 in their bank account. People are clueless when it comes to how to spend their money on the right things. They buy things they don't need. They buy things they want that give them immediate gratification in the short term, but yield no fruit in the long run. And then as a result of that continuous habit of overspending and continuing to do that day to day, week to week, they wonder why they're poor. They wonder why they live paycheck to paycheck. They wonder why they don't have financial freedom. They wonder why they have to work 80 hours. They wonder why they can't pay their phone bill. They can't pay their mortgage. They can't pay their car note, right? So guys, not understanding how to spend your money is very costly. It will cost you a lot in your life, right? So what do most people spend their money on, right? The general consumer, the general average person in the United States, Western democracy. What do they spend their money on? TVs, Apple Watches, useless accessories, gaming consoles, excessive fashion. I'm not saying you can't have a nice wardrobe or some nice clothes, but excessive clothes that just look nice and you feel like give you a sense of wholeness, right? Junk food, right? Junk food holds absolutely no value, right? You're buying a bunch of food, right? That costs money, that sometimes costs the same amount as healthy food, and it's completely void of nutrients and you're still hungry. So you keep buying it and buying it and buying it, right? Leading to nothing. What does that lead to, right? So when you think about spending your money, the viewpoint you want to look at it, the framework you want to look at your money from is a framework of, hey, how is this going to yield me positive results in the long term over 5, 10, 15, 20 years? If I can look at something and I look at it and it's like, okay, spending money on that will give me a long-term return in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, then buy it, right? So there's 3 things that I think everyone should invest in if they want to be successful, have financial freedom, live a fulfilling life. Number 1 is your health. That's number 1. Regardless of the other 2 things, your health is your most important thing. And why would you want to invest in your health? So why would you want to invest in a gym membership and a martial arts membership? Why would you want to go to a yoga class or go get a massage? Why would you want to buy healthy food? Why would you want to do all these things? Well, the better you take care of your body, the better ability you have to be more effective in your career, your business, make more money. And then on top of that, you also live longer. If you have a family, you can take care of your family. You can play with your kids, right? You can please your wife in bed, right? So, being healthy has so many benefits that most people just overlook. Like they just think, oh yeah, he's got a 6-pack, or oh yeah, he looks good. But no, like that's not the only benefit. Yeah, of course, your appearance, you look great when you take care of yourself. But in reality, you have to ask yourself, like, when I take care of my health, when I sleep right, when I invest in good nutrition, when I invest in a gym membership, what does that do for me? Well, for me, it allows me to have better mental clarity, right? I'm able to convey myself better in YouTube videos. I'm better able to have, I'm more persuasive with my people at work. I'm a better communicator with my boss, right? Like I'm able to think, I'm able to write and journal and connect the dots with different things in life, right? So taking care of your health is paramount, right? And it definitely deserves your time and your money, because like I said, if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter how much you make. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you don't have energy, who cares how much money you have? It doesn't matter. You can't do anything. The whole goal of taking care of your health is so you're better able to perform. You want to look at the game piece, the human body, as your performance vehicle. So if I take care of the vehicle that allows me to perform better, i.e. better mental clarity, better vigor, more endurance, right? Then I'm gonna win, because most people don't take care of themselves. You guys know it. I mention the stat all the time. 70% of the United States population is overweight or obese. So with that knowledge, with that understanding, it's paramount that you become part of, maybe the 20 to 30% of people that are generally healthy, right? So investing in your health has so many long-term benefits. The list goes on, but I think you guys get the point. Take care of your health. Spend money on it too. Number two is investing in education. So guys, education, learning, right? There's a saying, I think Tony Robbins, someone said it, but leaders are readers, and the more you learn, the more you earn, right? So if you're always learning, if you're learning about business, if you're learning about philosophy, if you're learning about your health, if you're learning about different things in life, maybe you're learning about your career field. If you're in a career field and you're trying to become an expert at it, be the best at it, you're going to transform, right? Your income's going to be better, right? You're going to be smarter. You're going to be better. You're going to be more intelligent when you have conversations with people. People are going to look at you differently. They're going to be like, oh, wow, this guy's smart, right? And then when you're a better communicator, when you're smarter, right? When you have better ideas, people are more likely to want to network with you. They want to buy from you, right? So learning has so many benefits that it's endless. It's just like your health, right? So never be cheap when it comes to buying books, buying courses. Maybe if you need to hire a mentor for something, definitely invest that money, because like I said, that holds long-term value for the rest of your life, right? So definitely invest in your education. It's one of the most important things. It will get you very far. And number three is you want to spend money on assets when you have enough knowledge and a general concept of how the stock market works, how crypto works, how real estate works, right? How your 401k can work, how an interest account works, right? You want to learn how to invest your money, because one thing that investing does, if you know how to do it and you're consistent with it over time, you're going to get to an age, maybe in your 40s, 50s, maybe even younger, where your passive income is paying you from your assets to where your living expenses are covered and you don't have to work anymore. And from that place of freedom, that 24/7 freedom that you have now because your expenses are covered, now you can be more creative, you can spend more time with your family, you can be healthier, right? You can spend more time on spiritual matters if that's what you want to dive into, right? So there's so many things that you can do with time that, your assets are going to be able to buy for you, right? Whether it's interest account, 401, real estate, stocks, crypto, whatever it is, right? Or a combination of all of those, you're going to be able to have more time now because your living expenses are covered. And with that time, you can keep learning, making more money, right? Learning new skills, right? And it's just, you're more effective now because the more time you have, and if you know how to spend your money, you'll spend it on things that matter, right? And you'll continue to evolve, make more money, right? More happiness, more joy, more health, right? Everyone wants all those things, right? So you need to learn. You don't have to invest in every single asset, but you need to at least learn like how to invest in at least 3 to 4 different assets, right? Because like I said, I personally, and you guys are probably in the same boat, but I personally don't want to be working till I'm 70, till in my 70s or in my 80s. Because guys, like I said, it's scary when I think about it, right? Most people that are retired, like right now, most people that are in their 70s, like late 60s or 70s, 80s, 90s, they're living off a pension or Social Security. So most companies don't do pensions anymore. And then Social Security, who the hell knows if Social Security is going to be here in 40 years, right? So I think to myself, wait a minute, if most people are living off a pension and their Social Security, and those two things aren't provided, pensions are basically out and Social Security is going to be my last hope. Like, no, I have to figure out a way now to prepare so I don't have to work into my 90s. I remember when I first started at my job, my management job, I had this one lady, she was like 70 and she was like working, and I could just tell like she wasn't happy, she was stressed out. She was like, oh, I have no time to spend with my daughter. And in the back of my head, I was thinking to myself, I was like sympathizing and like, oh yeah, that's terrible, this and that. But in my head, I'm like, how the hell did you even get to this point? Like, you must, like, I'm not trying to be mean, but it's like, how stupid do you have to be 70 working at a minimum wage job? Like, it's just, guys, you need to have assets, you need to have a business, you have to have things that are going to pay you in the long run. Because like I said, I personally don't want to depend on Social Security, my 401k to an extent maybe, but I don't want to depend on things that I can't control or I can't produce. Like a business, right? Someone like Brian Tracy, he's like, 80 years old? He doesn't have to work because you know what? He spent most of his time learning about business, sales, real estate. Now, guess what? He can keep producing and making, millions of dollars a month, and he's good, right? So you never want to be in a position where you're, old, maybe you're in your 50s, or maybe let's say, God forbid, you get hurt. Like let's say maybe you're working, maybe you're like 40, in your 40s or 50s, you get hurt. Shit, now you can't work anymore. But hey, guess what? I invested in property, I invested in stocks, I have a 401k. Guess what? For the next 5 or 10 years, if I'm hurt, I don't have to work because my living expenses pay for it. So you always want to, I'm not saying you want to be a doomsdayer or be pessimistic, but you always want to have things in place. So in the event, something random happens, hey, guess what? I'm good. My expenses are covered. If I have to miss a year or 2 or 3 of work, so be it, right? But most people are so unprepared. They don't know how to invest. They don't care to learn. They're buying stupid things all day. And when time comes, when an emergency happens, they have to go in debt. They have to get a loan, right? So it just sucks, man. You never want to be in that position, right? So guys, this honestly might be one of the most important videos I make. Understanding how to spend your money wisely is, like, now that I really think about it, it is the most important thing. Your money is like your fucking tool in the game. Like it's one of your only tools that if you use to your advantage, you can win, right? But most people don't look at money. They look at money as just like, oh yeah, man, like I'm just paying my bills with this. It's like, no, this is literally like your lifeblood. If you know how to use it, it can literally make your life a 10x, 100x in every area, right? So guys, take money very seriously. I used to not, when I was like really into like meditation and spirituality, I used to think like capitalism was bad, money was evil. Or rich people were like assholes or greedy. But guys, when I look at it, money is literally the tool that can buy you anything you want. Now, obviously, it can't make you happy. It's not gonna be the piece of paper you look at or the numbers in your bank account aren't gonna make you happy. But having enough of it to be able to cover living expenses and buy you time so that you can do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, that is what's going to make you happy. Those things that you do with that free time, with that abundance of time that you have now because your living expenses are covered, is what is going to give you joy and fulfillment as you progress through life. So guys, learn how to spend your money, learn how to invest, right? And like I said, as you progress, as the years go on, you'll get better at it, and your life will just continue to evolve and get better year by year, right? You always want to have a get better mentality, and money is knowing how to spend your money wisely is going to get you there. So I know I didn't go too in depth into like different assets and different things regarding education, but I just kind of want to shed some light on the topic because it is very important. So yeah, that's it. That's all, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And as always, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.